Hi everyone, it's been a while. I just finished another season of TV. You can see it on Sunday nights on HBO. It's called The Comeback. Look for my credit in there, you'll see me. It's nice to be back. I am cleaning up my house. I'm catching up on chores. I just did my taxes this last weekend. So a bunch of boring adult things, but things that are necessary. But I can finally start making videos again. I can get back to my writing. I can get back to specifically focusing on trying to get funding for my feature film. This is the first video back, and this has been bothering me for a while because I wanted to talk about this. I've had this for a couple months. I just haven't opened it because I was like, oh, I'll make the video. I finally got the Duel to the Death Blu-ray. This is going to be replacing my Duel to the Death DVD. This will be going in the trash. I can't resell it. It's 25 cents, 50 cents. It's not worth shipping it. But America finally gets Duel to the Death on Blu-ray. It came out in Europe because of like the region coding stuff. I know 4K doesn't have it, but Blu-ray does still, unfortunately. And I watch my movies off a PS5. I'm not gonna get a elaborate separate setup. I'm just going to use what I have. If you're clicking on this video, it's either because you're a fan of the channel or likely you've seen this movie. The short of it is, this is an awesome movie. I think this is considered a cult classic, and it's like one of the really good Hong Kong films. You should really give this a watch. It's pretty incredible. The first time I saw this, I had to be like 4 or 5. My dad was into Kung Fu Sansu, and he really liked Chinese culture and all these things. And so I remember we went, I don't remember where exactly. I feel like it was Chinatown in Los Angeles, but we went to this, we descended down these stairs, and I remember we went into this like underground place, and it was just full of VHS tapes, right? Because that was the predominant form of media at that time. And it had all these VHS tapes from China, and one of the movies was Duel to the Death. And I don't know how my dad chose it or why he chose it. Maybe it got recommended to him. Maybe, you know, at the studio they told him to go there and grab it. But he picked Duel to the Death, and we had it on VHS, and I had it for a while. Eventually I threw it out. But this movie was awesome. It has a really good story, and it has an amazing soundtrack. Like, the ending theme here is probably one of my favorite songs of all time. It's in a movie, like just the best score. I think it has to be up there with like Interstellar. The short of it is, this is an amazing film and you should give it a watch. I don't know where it's streaming, but if you're a physical collector, you should pick up the Blu-ray. I think this cover's cool. I think it's pretty sweet. I don't think it's as cool necessarily as the European one. It's definitely leaning into like that Hong Kong art style, which is cool. I just don't know if I necessarily appreciate that as much. This is the directorial debut of Tony Jing. I'm going to mispronounce things. I'm really sorry. Chinese is very difficult for me to pronounce. I'm better at Japanese. Not that I'm any good at Japanese, but Chinese is just, there's no luck here. But the story is basically that I think it's yearly or it's every 4 years. I think it's yearly though. Basically, Japan's best warrior and China's best warrior come together and they have a duel to the death. And it's supposed to be, you know, who has the best martial arts. This is a Chinese-made movie, and this is made in the 80s. So you need to understand, even now tensions between China and Japan are high and they don't really love each other. That's to put it delicately. At this time, China hated Japan, and it really comes across here. The Japanese, besides this main guy, I will give them credit, they make the main samurai here an honorable man. Every other Japanese person is like the worst human being ever. So as we go through this movie, I don't really want to go into too much detail, but they absolutely make the Japanese the villains. Like, it's not even arguable. The Chinese are like the wise warrior monks who know Kung Fu, and the Japanese are afraid that their samurai warrior won't be able to compete with them in combat. And because of this, they are constantly trying to rig the contest, the game, in favor of the Japanese. So these Japanese are always very undermining, they're very sneaky, there's like ninjas. I guess to their credit, they do make the main Japanese character a very honorable man. And because of that, it really manages to maintain itself as a good movie, because I think if you made the Japanese main character as evil as basically literally every other Japanese man he runs into, I don't think this would be watchable. But if you're Japanese, you might not like this because they paint you all as pretty villainous, but I think to anyone else, this will be a good watch. So I haven't seen this in a few years, and I don't think I've ever actually watched it where it wasn't dubbed. So of course I'm gonna watch it subtitled this time. The reason for that is because when I used to watch it on VHS tape, that was just the default. It was dubbed. We didn't have an option for the subtitles. And then when I watched it on DVD, I think I wanted to recapture that experience. So I watched it with the dub. But I will now only be watching it subtitled. The only things I watch dubbed anymore are if I watch any Digimon stuff or Dragon Ball Z or Cowboy Bebop. Everything else, though, I watch subtitled. All right, let's really quickly just unpackage it and see if the rest of the box is as nice. Like I said, maybe I don't appreciate this art as much as everyone. It's still cool, just it's a little more stylized than I would prefer, but I can see how this would fit for someone who really likes this genre and this age of filmmaking. Also, it's really hard to open this like on camera, guys. I swear I'm not this bad when I'm just like opening something normally, but I'm having to look through my viewfinder here. Okay. Actually feels really great in the hand, like this nice matte finish here. Feels very premium. Feels a lot better than things you would get at, you know, typically just at Best Buy when they used to sell Blu-rays. Oh yeah, you can see how thick the cardboard is. This is much thicker than a traditional slipcover. This is very premium. Oh, Blu-ray disc. Oh, they have it with the black, and you can actually see through the plastic here. That's interesting. So a thinner plastic. Same exact cover here. Oh yeah, that looks great. I love that. Little amazing disc here. And we get a booklet. When Bushido is pitted against Kung Fu, it has to be duel to the death. And it has our stars, Tru Si Qing and Lu Sung Jung. Oh, and they do introducing. Directed by Cheng Xiao Tong. Or wait a minute. Sorry guys, I can't show you the first page. I opened it and there is a naked woman. So I'm gonna have to skip right over that, but just going through some things here. This is gonna be spoilerish, but I think it's really cool. This gives you your character breakdown. There's a lot of work here. You can see some of the just amazing, beautiful shots that are in this film. If you're interested in watching it, or if you've seen it, you can really appreciate this. Just an absolutely amazing film. A little goofy at times, but I think that's part of the fun. This is cool. I look forward to actually reading all this. These are the things we really appreciate when you buy a Blu-ray, all these special features. If I ever get the chance to make a film and make a Blu-ray in the future, don't worry, I will be packing it full of amazing materials. The sound in this movie is really good too. They have very good whooshing and clanging sounds, and I find it to be very authentic. I don't have to censor that one. She's got clothes on. The very first one I definitely had to censor. I appreciate this. This was good stuff. And here we go. This is the reverse cover. I love that they do this. I think this is essential when you do a movie. I think I'm going to reverse the cover. This feels more in line of what I would want. I don't know. What do you think? That does look pretty good. Now I'm conflicted. I think I'm gonna go like this. I think this is more authentic on how I feel the movie is than that. Pretty cool though. Honestly, this was only like 20, 25 bucks with shipping. That's what, an hour of work now because of inflation. This is very much worth the price of admission. This video isn't a review. I just wanted to show off my cool new Blu-ray and kind of make an easy video to come back and talk to you all. If you do want to know my thoughts on this, just drop down. You'll see my Letterboxd linked. Click on that. You'll be able to read my review for anything. So I don't like to review things really on this channel. I just talk about things. But if you want to read my actual thoughts and things I love in more detail, I will post on Letterboxd. And 99% of the time, I'm not doing those annoying like Twitter type Letterboxd things where everyone's just trying to get like a witty one-liner where they can get as many likes as possible. It's really fucking terrible what's happened to that platform because everyone needs to go on there and post something trendy. It's rather annoying. I have a bunch of videos that need to come out, guys. I had a 100 subscriber video like made, and then too much time passed and I didn't finish it, and now I feel weird about posting it. It was really awesome to hit 100 subscribers, but now I think I'll just save that for 1,000. Oh, and one more plug. If you could follow my Substack, that'd be really cool. I write stuff. Usually it's like a yearly end list. I don't write very often, but maybe once a year an article will come out. I really want to up it to a couple times a year. But in the future, the idea is that would be like the main place if I'm writing stuff and I get an actual career, where I would post updates and things. It would be pushed through that.